Yeah, we were looking for a little bit of a jump start instead of a slow start, and we found it. The Pitt match, I think we remembered again how to pounce on teams early on instead of wait for the game to get going to figure out what we needed to give to beat our opponent. And so we were really sharp against Pitt, and I think there was a bit of relief on our part as a team, but I saw us walking out of our practice gym this past week with a ton of confidence every day and knowing what we were bringing on the road. And we talk all the time about what is it that we're putting in the bank, because we have to cash that in when it comes to competition time. And we put a lot of good reps and contacts and aggressiveness in the bank during practice week, and that showed against Pitt and West Virginia. So both those matches, for us to be able to really start out strong and stay strong through there was good. We faltered a little bit against West Virginia for a while, but then we showed the stick-to-itiveness to come back and really compete hard to get the victory. It's great for us to have depth in the middle spot and to have two players like Carol Henney and Kelsey Mattai that we can both put them into the lineup in any given day, any given match, any given set, and they'll give us something. And they're fresh and they have good legs and they're healthy and all that kind of stuff. And I think they're hungry. They both want to compete, contribute, and do everything that they can to help our team win a championship. And we talked about it with them at the very beginning of the season. And I said, look, I don't think either one of you is so superior to the other that somebody needs to be a bench player. I think they're both good enough to play, so we just have to find a way to do it. It takes some trust on their part in us as a coaching staff that we're doing the best that we can to really just let our team be successful. And so they both bought into that, which is really good for us, and it just creates a healthy environment inside of our program. And so for them, Henny sometimes can be very offensive, and sometimes she gets great blocks, and then Matei, she's very block-oriented, and sometimes she gets great kills. So I see them both striving with their strengths, but also improving areas that they weren't as strong at, and just becoming better all-around players.
I think this season is going really well. I'm really proud of how far we've come, but I think the trick is just staying humble and playing with that chip on our shoulder, whether we're doing well or not. But I'm really proud of how far we've come. And it's been great to work with Chelsea. I think our connection is getting stronger with each practice. I look forward to strengthening that. And it's been a good opportunity to work with her. And Carol and I are both playing M2, and it's been both good and challenging. It's good that Carol is more offensive and I come in with more of the defense, and so we're working together to strengthen our weaknesses. So it's a good partnership. We are definitely excited about this weekend. There's a totally different energy in the gym. Everyone is coming in and they're focused, and we all want to work hard collectively as a group. So it's really fun to finally be near the end, and the championship is in sight, and we're really looking forward to these two matches and just laying it all out on the court.
That's the same thing as last year. This is a big weekend, Louisville, Cincinnati weekend. All the title implications are in place there, and it really doesn't matter for us that we're number one in the league right now. It's all going to get sorted out in a pretty big way this weekend, but we just look at these as great opportunities really for our team. And we talked about in a way how the pressure has been lifted off of us at this point, being 10-0, and now playing the other teams that are right around us in conference in the league in terms of standing. And so we, in a sense, we have nothing to lose. And our team, we haven't exactly been conditioned over the previous years to feel what it's like to be the hunted. But now we get to switch gears again, and we get to go after Cincinnati, and we get to go after Louisville, because that's been the history of that matchup. And so our groups are really, really, they're passionate, they're very driven. It showed the very first day of practice this week. I kind of stood and watched for a while and said, well, there's something going on. I talked to the captains afterward and said, what'd you guys say to your team? What did you do? And they said, nothing really. We're ready to go. We're ready to play. We want this bad. And so I like that we're in November and our team has the energy, the drive, the fresh legs, and just the tenacity to know what it's going to take to be champions.